etc. For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting, then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina. every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prampram Senior High School and Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Prampram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medase.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Well, let me say massive good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and say once again, welcome to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Just bear with us whilst we get our cameras back on. Yes, the producer is saying that the cameras have just gone off, so let's see to that quickly for you, and then we come on. But let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy, to Perry, wherever you are, doing that good work there. Both of them, they are working behind the scenes. I say it all the time. People don't know what goes on before the program can come back live to you. but I know that they are working on it. Massive good morning to you all, gentlemen there. Okay, and let me also say good morning to Shamsuddin and every one of you. Let's take a quick break and I'll be with you. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy. JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233244941 002 or 00233200606 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Welcome back to the program. My sincere apologies for that interference in the program earlier on. But let me once again say good morning, as I did say earlier on, to every one of you who tuned in this morning to listen to us on the Starr Radio UK morning show. Wherever you are, we welcome you to this live show where there is interactivity there as well. But let me say good morning to Mr. Eric Nanesia, Du Morton, KB Bossman, Vicky Newton, good morning to you. Kojodi, good morning. Shamsuddin, good morning. Pastor Emmanuel Chidi, good morning. Bishop Adeshina, good morning to you and your team at the RBS office in Lagos, Nigeria. How are things, or as we say, how body? There's lots of demonstrations and stuff like that going on, but hey, what do you think that? Yeah, Mr. Yawintam, every year I salute you. I hope you are doing very, very well there as well. But this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me also say good morning to HRH, Linda Pallien. Linda, I hope you are doing very, very well. Okay. Now, if I happen not to mention your name, let me put it this way: all protocol observed. But you know what? I'll give you a time for you to also hop in or on the show and share your take with us. So I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast to follow suit, then the travel update as well. We'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. After which, we will be looking at the details of the stories making the rounds. At a 11:45, we'll open the lines for you to add a voice to the discussions. At 12 o'clock exactly, we'll cross over to Cyprus, where HRH Linda Pallien is to bring you Career 101. Then at 12:30, we bring the program to a close. So in Nigeria, that's what's going to happen. But this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones and invite them to like our pages. Star Radio UK. Okay, so let's move on straight. Now, the quote for the day says what? Today being the 5th day of August 2024. What does the quote for the day says? That there is no job security anywhere. How true is that? Security lies in the person who holds the job. You are your own guarantee. So do your best, as I say all the time. Put your best foot forward and make sure that you brighten the corner where you are. And as was said to me and a couple of people back in the day, somebody said, you know what, it's until they decide to discard the tables and the chairs and everything that going okay, I'll get back to you, Miss Donna Takia boy. I'll get back to you later. Okay then. Just bear with me. Okay. All right. So that's it there, pertaining to the quote for the day. Yes, my apologies for a few of distractions going on there, because I'm having some few information coming through that I need to scrutinize or make sure that it is all genuine before we put across. So just bear with me. That's what we do. Okay, moving on straight to the weather front. What have I got for you, and what has the weather got for you as well on Star Radio UK? So the weather for London and this afternoon we'll continue to see plenty of sunshine. Some variable cloud will build in from the west through the afternoon, but conditions will remain dry. A very warm and humid day expected as well. This evening we'll see plenty of clear spells and a few areas of cloud. It's going to be remaining dry and clear through the night, but it will remain warm and humid. Top temperature is going to be 25 degrees and lower is going to be 16 degrees. Pollen level is going to be high, UV level is going to be moderate, and pollution low. Okay, sunset 20:41 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 05:31 hours, and that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. But now let's go straight on to your travels. What are the travels got in stock for you today? In London, the Bakerloo line is experiencing part closure till Thursday the 8th of August. No service between Queen's Park and Harrow and Wilston. No London Overground service between Euston and Watford Junction. Use London Northwestern and Southern services for Wembley Central and Harrow and Wilston where available. Special bus services are operating there as well. But that aside, all the other underground lines, good service. DLR and London Tramlink, good service there. Now moving on straight to the major roads in London. A1, no exceptional delays on all the routes. I was just going to be touching them all, but it looks like across board. And the river bus, good service through our London cable car, good service throughout, bringing us straight to the final segment of the travel update. That is the National Rail. On the National Rail this morning, Northern Rail has got minor delays, ScotRail special service, and Thameslink minor delays there as well. So in the gist, that is what is going to happen when it comes to your travels. But be rest assured, as we are going on, as and when I have any further information, I will bring it to the fore pertaining to your travels. Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take a quick break. We come back and we continue with the show. Hey, Charlie, you're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go from Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London at exactly 10 minutes past the top of the hour. And let me take you global trotting. Let me say good morning to BB Clement. She brings you BB Means Business every Tuesday at 1:30. Yes, so wherever you are, look forward to that. Reverend Michael is here, my big reverend. How was the barbecue and everything there? Yes, I hope it went very, very well. Massive good morning to you and to the Mrs. Minister Elom Esiama. Okay. Let me say morning to Mr. Frank Davis as well, all the way in Ghana as well. To the Hammonds, I salute each and every one of you there. Okay, now let's crack on. Now from the UK front, the Prime Minister is holding an emergency meeting after days of violent protests in the UK towns and cities. It comes as the Home Secretary warns rioters will pay the price for their crimes after escalating disorder over the weekend. Well, so we're going to be telling you more about that. All right? Yeah. And then crowds hail missiles, set fires, and target hotels. And mosque leaders find moments of hope after violent disorder. Then when it comes to other stories leading making the rounds across the globe as well, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina resigns and flees country as protesters storm palace. Oh boy. Now Sheikh Hasina's departure comes after weeks of anti-government protests in which hundreds of people have been killed. Now moving on to other stories as well, Ukraine received first F-16 fighter jets. Zelensky has acknowledged that. And then Mexican journalist killed while under police protection. Some kind of protection there. And then RFK Jr. admits to dumping bear carcasses in New York Central Park. You know, at times I don't know why people do all those things. You are a high profile person, they go about doing those things, and you know for sure that could end up, ruining your reputation. Those who advocate for this animal rights or environmental community things, eventually they're going to be coming against you. But hey, no chance, mate. As some would say. But angered by Paris ban, Russia's media scorns the Olympic of hell. Well, and calls for foreigners to leave Lebanon as war fears grows. Those are some of the stories making the rounds there. 3 top contenders emerge in Kamala Harris vice presidential candidate position. Who do you think is going to be? And looking at the U.S. elections, how are things going on? Well, still in the U.S. as well. Venezuela opposition leader emerges despite arrest threat. And then still coming away from Starr Radio UK, Maduro maneuvering to stay in power in Venezuela. He's doing his best to do so. Venezuelans fear for relatives after mass arrests as well. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. The person said, I'm going to win by hook or crook. So what do you expect? It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Iran says Hamas leader killed from close range. So how did the person do it? So somebody on the ground? Well, casualties after third Israeli strike on schools in a week. Some of the stories making the round there as well. And Al Jazeera rebuffs Israeli claim killed journalist was Hamas operative. Now everybody can pass the buck. Yeah, so that seems to be what is going on. In other stories as well, Mali cuts diplomatic ties with Ukraine over Wagner ambush claims. Kyiv has been accused of helping plan an ambush on Malian soldiers and the Russian mercenaries fighting alongside them. Really? They have their own beef to fry, or chicken to fry. Why did they have to come and see to all those things? But Zambia's small gospel singer popular in churches and clubs. We'll tell you more about that. And Nigerian president demands end to deadly protests. But is it falling on deaf ears, or are we going to see anything different from there? And beach attack in Somalia capital kills dozens of people. Now, when it comes to the U.S., DSS reportedly arrests end bad governance protests leader in Abuja. That's one. You know them. They'll just go on arresting everybody who speaks against government. But the necessary things that need to actually stop this protest or this unrest are being addressed. Someone say, yes, government is doing something about it, but that hasn't gone far enough. Democracy has come to stay. Babangida disowns post-endorsing military rule, and bank director speaks on windfall tax, disagree with Chairman Otedola Olemolu, and NDLEA intercepts drug consignment in baby food things, clothes, and arrest 10 people. President Tinubu plea to end protests in Nigeria falls on deaf ears. So they are still rampaging, doing whatever things. And 2024, Edo 2024, Iman Sugbon 6 Akpata disqualification and heads to the appeal court. People are busy trying to look at how they can survive, but Dangote Refinery CSOs to monitor NNPC compliance on crude sale. That is a big one for them. Well, they're going to be thinking, yes, we chucked the victory that we were looking for all this while. What do you think that would do? Because if they get prices of petroleum down, then there's a way that we're going to be seeing some good stuff coming from there, bringing some monies or as up to the economy as well, and they're not dependent on foreign currency as is being done. Now, Hashtag End Bad Governance. Protesters converge at Ojota despite Tinubu's address. The End Bad Governance protests have converged at the Gani Fawehimi Freedom Park, Ojota on Monday to continue the demonstration despite the nationwide broadcast by President Bola Tinubu. The determination to continue the protest follows a Sunday statement by the organizers signed by Hassan Taiwo, Oyoyinka, Oni and Adegboyega Adeniji on behalf of the hashtag End Bad Governance in Nigeria Organization Committee, saying the address by Bola Tinubu has yet to address their demands. Lots more going to be coming your way from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, from other stories as well, making the rounds in other parts of Africa this time around in Ghana as well. The presidency is the headquarters of misinformation, Mahama tells Akufo Addo. They got all their spin doctors there who will do everything. Reverend Owusu Bempah delivers fresh prophecy on 2024 elections, says the elephant is uncaged. Okay, we'll see. And how Kwame Nkrumah, 80-year-old blind mother, was forced to testify that he was an insurrection. Now, we still need you. How Buzia begged British government not to give up on Ghana. Well. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, people think the black man is not capable of managing his own affair. Okay. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. So let's take a musical break. Once we come back, I'll be bringing you everything that you need to know in details now. And can you tell what song I'm going to be playing? Well, your prediction is right. This is McAfee and JB are saying enough. I tell you all the time, God is enough for me, and it can be enough for you as well. Enjoy it. I'll be back with you.
Satisfaction you can never find in yourself or in another human's eyes. You tried everything, but what joy did it bring? You thought you were feeling high, but you were living a lie. I doubted when they told me that you could make it right. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I knew it'll turn out right. I looked into myself and the emptiness inside. Tell me, can you feel me? How are you enough for me? Enough for me? Would you satisfy me completely? I want to believe you are all that I need, my God, enough for me. Who'd have ever thought that I'd find someone like you, who loves me unconditionally like the way you do? Every single day I wake up and I pray that your mercy and your grace will find me in all kinds of ways. So in those darkest times, like Daniel in the den, or even if it's like Lazarus who was dead and in the grave, I'm gonna look up to the hills like David did to you, and cry out with all faith in me that God, you're enough for me, enough for me. You satisfy me completely. I've come to believe you are all that I need, my God, enough for me. Enough for me,
satisfy me completely. I've come to believe you are all that I need, my God, enough for me. You did not let go of me. You said you will take care of me. In my days I've never seen the righteous abandoned or forsaken, no.
Jesus Christ stepped in for me when he died on Calvary. He supplied my every need and proved without a doubt he's enough for me, enough for me. He satisfies me completely. I've come to believe you're all that I need. God, you're enough for me.
Nyamabu esu bonam edi bonamle lucianume never bobina ewe kumia. Nyamabu esu bonam mawu esu bonam.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Oh my God, you're enough for me.
You are listening to Starr Radio Nation.
God is enough.
Okay, so that is from a JBR and McCaffrey. Enough for me. Who is enough for you? God is enough for me. And this morning, I hope that whatever situation that you find yourself in or that you might be going through, you still know and you still have hope that God is enough for you. Because many a time we've said it on this platform, a few of my colleagues when they come on do say that when people lose the hope to live, the next few moments, that is when they decide, you know what, there is no point in living, and they go commit suicide or go top themselves up. But well, God is enough. Somewhere, somehow. There was some research that was done lately, and I was talking to one of my neighbors. I think the other time too, my wife was watching the program, was saying that as well. And interestingly, it claimed that those who have, faith or go to church or Christians, that thing gives them a bit of hope, and it makes them live longer than those who don't have anything of the sort. So at least you have something to fall on, knowing that some way, somehow, God comes through for you. Well, somebody say enough of the preaching. Let me say amen there. Amen. All right then. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right, now let's go into the details of the stories making around this morning. As we are pressed with time, we're going to be running like no man's business. Well, the unrest that have engulfed the country since last week, Monday, after the stabbings of 3 young kids or girls. I would call them even babies. Yeah. After that, there have been lots of unrest that have unfolded, and some of us have been of the view that, look, this doesn't stem out from that stabbing only, but before then there was this issue that happened somewhere in Manchester area. Yes, where is it Manchester or Birmingham area? Where we had a group of people from the Asian community going to touch buses and burning police cars because social workers have gone to that particular place to go and remove some children from their homes, and they didn't want that. They said they wouldn't agree, and there was a standoff, and they did all those things. But the question once again is, 2 wrongs never make a right. So the fact that they did that, and we've not had, a day after that or a couple of days after that, we had information coming through that is it a couple of people or one person have been arrested for that. But meanwhile, the videos that we saw lots of people who were involved, who were involved. We saw people, but is it the ones who were, stoking the fire, or the one who was stoking the fire that has been arrested, or what? So we want to see more action on that. However, with what happened over the last week, it has brought about this unrest. Okay, So Home Secretary Yvette Cooper has condemned disgraceful scenes of violence and thuggery following days of protests in UK towns and cities. Now, she said there will be a reckoning and pledges swift justice for those involved in the unrest. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer is holding an emergency response meeting after he described the protests as far-right thuggery. Now, today's meeting, known as Cobra, is gathering ministers, civil servants, the police and intelligence officers. The protests follow a stabbing attack in Southport last week, in which 3 children attending a dance class were killed. Some other MPs are calling for Parliament to be recalled. Parliament should be recalled from its summer recess to deal with these protests, according to Labour's Diane Abbott. Now, the government can't wait weeks and weeks with this violence carrying on, she says, adding that what we're seeing is a crisis and communities up and down the country are frightened. Abbott is part of the growing number of cross-party MPs demanding the same thing. Tory MP Priti Patel and Reform MP Nigel Farage have said the same in recent days. This morning, Home Secretary Yvette Cooper said recalling Parliament wasn't part of the government plans right now. So, well, if the necessary institutions are going to be able to get on, crack the whip, and do everything that they're supposed to do, what they need to call back Parliament. But in some of the stories, so far, there have been 6 arrests in South Yorkshire, 1 in Sheffield, and 5 in Rotherham, including one person who also already had been charged and faced court this morning. Butterfield tells reporters that she expects the number of arrests to increase significantly over the next few days. South Yorkshire police believe there were around 500 people who held far-right and anti-immigration views at the protests in Rotherham on Sunday. And then the Cobra meeting has ended. We're told that the government's emergency Cobra meeting called following this weekend unrest is over. Number 10 is here to share any details about what was discussed, and when we learn anything further about the meeting, we will let you know. So just stay with us, don't you go away, because we'll be updating you with all the necessary information there. All right then. Let's move on straight to some other stories making the rounds in other parts of the world. In Bangladesh, the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has resigned and fled the country after anti-government protests in which hundreds of people have been killed. Now, reports says she and her sister have been taken by army helicopter to safety. Hasina's whereabouts are unclear. She is thought to be heading to India. Now, huge crowds of cheering protesters stormed her official residence in the capital, Dhaka, despite the curfew and internet clampdown. At least 90 people were killed on Sunday in clashes between police and protesters, taking the death toll in recent weeks to more than 300. Now, the bloodshed in some of the worst the South Asian country has seen since it came into being in 1970. The student protest began in July with calls to abolish civil service job quotas, but spiraled out in control into demands for Hasina to quit after over 2 decades in power. So an interim government to be formed, that's what the army chief is saying. Bangladesh army chief has just made a televised address to the nation. Weka Uz Zaman said an interim government will be formed. He added he was going to meet President Mohammed Shahabuddin and was hoping that a solution will be found by the end of the day. The army chief said he had already spoken to the country's opposition political parties. It is not clear who will head the government, and Weka Uz Zaman also vowed justice for all the Bangladesh people, something protesters have been demanding following the death of hundreds of people over the last few weeks. Well, so they got their heart desire. All that they were looking for is to oust, stop government for putting a quota, and then now calling for the resignation of the Prime Minister, which they got after storming the Prime Minister's residence, official residence, let me put it that way. Now, Ukraine has received its first American-made F-16 fighter jets. President Volodymyr Zelensky has said, now F-16 in Ukraine, we did it. President Zelensky said at a ceremony at an unnamed air base flanked by two of the planes. Ukraine's leader thanked allies for what they were once very hesitant to provide, though he added that many more were needed. The arrival of the jets marks a crucial milestone in boosting the capabilities of Ukraine's air force, which largely relies on old Soviet-era jets. Now, more F-16s are expected and hoped in the months ahead, though Mr. Zelensky admitted that Ukraine does not yet have enough trained pilots to fly them all. He did not specify how many aircraft had arrived in Ukraine or whether they had all been sent to Denmark, the Netherlands, and the US, which he specified, especially thanked. Around 65 F-16s have been pledged by NATO countries since US President Joe Biden first authorized willing European allies to send them to Ukraine in August 2023. F-16s was introduced in 1978. Many Western militaries are in the process of retiring the aging fighters, replacing them with the US-made F-35 introduced in 2015. The UK does not have any F-16s in its airspace, though it's supplying long-range Storm Shadow missiles, which can be fitted to jets. Well, it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan has now been behind bars for a year, although there are times you will barely know it. Mr. Khan is still the dominant force of Pakistan's opposition politics. His name is still in the papers and the courts. His social media supporters have been unrelenting. With no public appearances, the few people allowed in to see the former cricket star regularly, his lawyers and family, have become his conduit for messages to the outside world. They are keen to push their messages that his 365 days behind bars have left him unbowed. Now, there is still a swagger about him. Alima Khanum, Imran Khan's sister, says he's got no needs, no wants, only a cause. According to those who visit him, Mr. Khan spends his days on his exercise bike, reading and reflecting. He has an hour a day to walk around the courtyard. There has been occasional disagreement about how quickly the family can provide him with new books. He said, I am not wasting a minute of my time in jail. It's an opportunity for me to get more knowledge, Mr. Khanum said. But the fact is, Mr. Khan and his wife, Bushra Bibi, are still trapped in prison with no sign they will be released anytime soon. According to some, this is not a surprise. But well, quite an interesting one, yeah? Which is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me say good morning to Anthony Adedeji. Hey Anthony, how are you doing? And how do you see the process in Nigeria? I don't think it's about time with address by the president that people, just fall back and just go back to normality and let's see what the president will do. Or they think that they still have to just pursue the agenda and make sure that whatever desires that they were putting across is achieved. This is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Another story before we come to Africa. Now, global stock market sinks on U.S. economy fears, and stock markets across Europe and Asia slumped on Monday, sparked by fears that the U.S. economy is heading for a slowdown. In London, the FTSE 100 index fell by 2.1%. Lower, while the Euronext 100 tumbled by 2.7%. This followed nosedives across Asia, with Japan's Nikkei 225 plunging 12.4% or 4,451 points in the biggest fall by points in history. It comes as weak jobs data in the US on Friday sparked concerns about the world's largest economy. Meanwhile, the yen has been strengthening against the dollar since the Bank of Japan raised interest rates last week, making stocks in Tokyo more expensive for foreign investors. Now, stock markets in Taiwan, South Korea, India, Australia, Hong Kong, and Shanghai all tumbled. Now, weaker than expected economic data from the U.S. has fueled speculation that its economy is slowing. At the same time, the U.S. Federal Reserve held off cutting interest rates last week, in contrast to other central banks such as the Bank of England. There has also been concerns that the shares in technology companies such as those focused on artificial intelligence have been overvalued and are now facing difficulties. Intel announced major layoffs last week, as well as disappointing financial results, and there is speculation that its rival Nvidia, which makes AI chips, will delay its latest launch. Well, it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Venezuela's opposition leader has emerged despite arrests, threats. So they're just saying, bring it on. Whatever you want to do, just bring it on. But what do you think? And what do you see there? Will the authorities go arrest her? We'll be telling you more about all that during the course of the week. But don't you go away. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, betrayal. The 10 U.S. teacher's sister upset Russia's prisoner swap left him out. Mark Fogel, 63, serving a 14-year prison sentence in Russia and excluded from the prisoner swap. Well, they think that was a betrayal, but what do you think? Top 5 presidential contenders interviewed by Kamala Harris. So, who is going to be her choice? Those are things that we're going to be following very closely during the course of the week, because we know now that she is a substantive flag bearer for the Democrats. Let's see what is going to happen from there. In other stories making the round, this time around coming to Africa as well, Mali cuts diplomatic ties with Ukraine over Wagner ambush. The story says that Mali says it cut diplomatic relations with Ukraine after a military official suggested Kyiv had played a role in deadly fighting near the Algerian border last month. Dozens of Malian soldiers and mercenaries from Russia Wagner Group were killed in days of clashes with Tuareg separatists, rebels and fighters linked to Al-Qaeda. Andrei Yozov, a spokesperson for Ukrainian military intelligence, said last week that the rebels had been given the necessary information to conduct the attacks. A top Malian official, Colonel Abdoulaye Maiga, said his government was shocked to hear the claim and accused Ukraine of violating Mali's sovereignty. Yusuf comments admitted Ukraine's involvement in a cowardly, treacherous and barbaric attack by armed terrorist group that had led to deaths of Malian soldiers, Colonel Maiga's statement has said. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK at 11:40, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories making the round this morning as well, from Nigeria. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has appealed for protesters to end the bloodshed during 3 days of demonstration over a deepening cost of living crisis. At least 7 people have died and more than 700 people have been arrested since Nigeria's nationwide rallied on Thursday for the first of 10 planned days of rage. Now, my dear Nigerians, he said in the court, especially our youth, I've heard you loud and clear, the president said in a televised address, adding that he understood their pain and frustration. He went on to defend his economic reforms, which the protesters blame for their hardship since he came to office in May 2023, including skyrocketing prices. The president said the protests had been hijacked by looters in some areas, and ending the unrest will create room for dialogue. But Mr. Tinubu did not indicate that he will reverse his policies, which include removing a petrol subsidy or ending the peg of the local currency to the dollar. The demonstrations were organized via social media using the hashtag #EndBadGovernance, hashtag #EndBadGovernance, and inspired by the recent success of protests protesters in Kenya who forced the government there to scrap plans to increase taxes frustrated Nigerians. Now, President Tinubu also expressed pain over the loss of lives in 4 northern states and the destruction of public facilities. The 24-hour curfew remains in places like Borno, Jigawa, Kano, and Yobe after authorities there accuse hoodlums of violence. Mr. Tinubu said the wanton looting of supermarkets and shops was contrary to the promise of protesters. Promise of protesters organizers. The protests in Kano City drew the largest crowd on the first day, with police firing live bullets and tear gases to try and disperse thousands of demonstrators. Looting was also reported there as well. He went on to say, as a president of this country, I must ensure public order, the 72-year-old president said in a speech on Sunday morning. Our government will not stand idly by and allow a few with a clear political agenda to tear the nation apart. Amnesty International has put a death toll at 13 nationwide, and on Sunday called on Kano's governor to set up an independent judicial commission of inquiry to investigate the killing of at least 10 hunger protesters. Now, some in Kano went on to ignore the lockdown order, and few of those that gathered in suburbs of the city on Friday and Saturday were filmed waving Russian flags and calling on Russia President Vladimir Putin for help. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK, 11:43 the time, the morning show, the program. But well, some further information coming through. The Department of State Services agents have apprehended Michael Lennon, a key leader of the ongoing hashtag and bad governance protests in the Federal Capital Territory. Now, Lennon was taken into custody around 2 a.m. this morning. My apologies, yesterday. No. It's this morning, Monday. It's supposed to be August 5th, at his home in Apo area in Abuja. Now, Demilare Adenola, Director of Mobilization for the Take It Back movement, reported that the DSS raided Lennon's residence and allegedly assaulted him during the arrest. Some news networks are saying Lennon had been arrested by the DSS. He was picked up during a raid on his house around 2 a.m. He was arrested and tortured in the presence of his family. We are demanding his immediate and unconditional release. Now, Lennon, the national coordinator of the Youth Rights Campaign, was among the organizers who addressed a press briefing expressing discontent with President Bola Tinubu's Sunday broadcast. During the briefing, he criticized the president's address, stating that it showed a discontent from the country's current realities. He said, "We want to convey our sorrow and profound disappointment with President Tinubu's recent national address regarding the hashtag and bad governance protests." Now, this is his first statement to the nation after more than 3 weeks of widespread demonstrations by Nigerians, during which numerous protesters have lost their lives and journalists have been attacked. This is Starr Radio UK. But do you think the statement by the president made any impact at all? But protesters in the commercial city of Lagos and the capital city of Abuja said the president did not address their issues, which include bringing back the subsidy and reducing the cost of education, and also failed to call for the arrest of the policemen who killed protesters in the last 3 days. Now, Amnesty International has said at least 13 people have been killed in clashes with security forces on the first day of protests. Now, police denied using excessive force and said 7 people had died as of Saturday. Now, 4 from an explosive device during a march on northeast Borno State, 2 who were hit by a car, and another who was shot by a guard when protesters looted a shop. In a televised broadcast, Tinubu said he was always open to dialogue. Meanwhile, protesters in the commercial city of Lagos were chased by a group of men dressed in civilian clothes, while another was arrested, but they remained resolute about their demands. And protesters, Opeyemi Folarani, says, "Yeah, you saw the government thugs who came here to attack me. Yeah, you saw them. I tried to run in from in front of the policemen there. That tells you that the policemen are not on their game, and it's a shame. Why do we have loads of policemen here, police personnel here, and they are not ready to safeguard our lives? Another protester, Ifeayo Oluwafemi, says we are going nowhere. What the president said this morning means nothing. It means nothing. But what do you think? Do you think, in your take, it means something, that it should go back and then see for whatever is going on? The president might be able to address that. Well, ladies, listeners, it's Starr Radio UK. In some other stories making the rounds in Nigeria, a coalition of civil society organizations has announced their intention to closely monitor the compliance of the Nigeria National Petroleum Limited in its crude oil sales to the Dangote refinery. Now, this move, according to the CSOs, aim to ensure transparency and adherence to regulatory standards in the dealings between the state oil company and the privately owned refinery. The CSOs made their accusations known during the facility tour of the 650,000 per barrel day refinery in Lagos. Speaking, Solomon Adodo of the Rise Up for United Nigeria spoke on behalf of the 28 CSOs through a statement issued on Monday. The Adodo expressed dismay over the government's apparent reluctance to support the local refinery, despite its potential to alleviate the nation's fuel crisis and foreign exchange challenges. The group further accused the NNPCL of disregarding President Bola Tinubu's directive to sell crude oil to Dangote refinery in Naira. The CSOs vowed to intensify advocacy efforts to compel the government to prioritize Dangote refinery and ensure its smooth operation. The statement read, the disposition of the NNPCL and the regulatory agencies is a clear indication that they deliberately held down the nation's refineries so that they could continue importing petroleum products. And that is one of the things that I've said, that there are some strong hands behind the scenes who seem to be siphoning or strangling the local refineries, okay? Let's call it state refineries, making sure they don't perform well so that in their quest they are able to import finished products into the country. But the question is, what is the sense in producing crude oil, sending them, exporting it, and buying expensive finished product from outside? Well, meanwhile, you have your own, in your own house, you have got your own refineries. Why don't you feed it with the necessary crude oil and whatever thing that they need, so that it will help alleviate the pain that your people as a whole are facing? The question is, are our people, those in leadership, are they serving our own interests? Some of them are not even in leadership, but those big hooks, are they serving our interests, or it is they themselves and their dogs? What do you think? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. We will be moving to other parts of Africa in a moment. Okay, moving on to some other parts of Africa as well, and this time around to Ghana. I am getting myself ready. Once I have information coming from our representatives who are waiting down the street to receive information pertaining to the Cobra meeting, I will let you know definitely before the program comes to an end. Even if after HRH Linda Pallien's encounter with us, I'll have to bring that. I will definitely bring that. But as and when we have it, before we finish, I'll bring that your way. Starr Radio UK. The flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Mahama, has described the seat of government, Jubilee House, as the headquarters of misinformation. According to him, the president is responsible for creating fake stories, misrepresenting facts, and disseminating same on social media. Mr. Mahama's comments come in response to President Akufo-Addo's claims that his political opponents are conducting a coordinated campaign of misinformation against him and his party. Now, during the Ghana Report Summit, which focused on addressing misinformation and disinformation in the upcoming election, President Akufo-Addo referenced a Japadia document alleging it was part of a plot to damage his reputation. But addressing party supporters in the Upper East region, Mr. Mahama rubbished these claims. He used the platform to urge President Akufo-Addo to address the misinformation originating from his own office. The president condemned misinformation and cited the Japadia document as an example. However, the president might not realize is that his office, the Flagstaff House, is the headquarters of misinformation, Mr. Mahama stated. Also, the NDC Director of Elections, Dr. Omane Boama, who was present at the event, responded sharply to the allegations made by the president. He asserted that the opposition is not behind any negative campaign against the government and suggested that the president should reflect on the content of the Japadia document. Dr. Boama questioned how a document predicting the president's action accurately exists if it were not based on observed behavior. The NDC member emphasized that instead of blaming the opposition, the president should question how his government has seemingly fulfilled the negative predictions outlined in the document. How come I campaign to protect the public purse? How come I campaign to develop Ghana? Yet this document is indicating that I came only for my people and for my clan. If I were the president, I'd be more concerned. Instead of the president hastily blaming the opposition party, the president should have a sober reflection about the content of the Japadia document, as people are pushing out there and checking how come he has fallen so low to have manifested these things in his government, such that today people who have read the document are saying, that is the evidence is straight. Dr. Boama further criticized the president for frequently blaming the NDC for various issues, including the country's economic challenges. They are not the ones steering the ship. You are the ones doing so. So why don't you see to that? It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. One other story before we bring the first part of the program to close, and then we'll take you to Cyprus, where our own HRH Linda Pallien is going to be with you. The Reverend Owusu Bempah has delivered a prophecy, a fresh prophecy, in relation to the 2024 election, saying the elephant is uncaged. In his latest prophecy on the 2024 election, Reverend Isaac Owusu Bempah of the Glorious Word Power Ministries International detailed an interaction with an angel of God who gave directions about some prior spiritual instructions God had given him. Now, what about the US elections? What about Kamala Harris? What about the people that he is alleged to say that came from the Biden camp to come and see him so that he can direct them or do ways and means or stuff for them to win elections? Really, I'm baffled, you know. I want somebody from the US, from the White House, to come and debunk that statement that this man has made. Now, the visit of the angel, Reverend Owusu Bempah, says follows an instruction where he was commissioned to fetch sons from all 16 regions in the country, and also from a specific place in Ghana where the monarchical system of ruling is best practice. Where is that? Are you talking about Ashanti region? Now, further details on the latest prophecy by Reverend Owusu Bempah indicate that this previous prophecy of a gigantic elephant being caged in the spiritual realm has been reversed, with the elephant now set free. According to him, the confusion in the camp represented by the elephants has stopped, with all factions now united for a common good. He claimed that God has not given him permission to disclose the outcome of the spiritual works he did with the sand, and that in due time he will announce it if given clearance. Now, we've been to all the regions in Ghana to fetch sand from all the 16 regions, and we've changed things in the spiritual realm. A cake was baked for someone to eat, but he threw it away. Another person was given the same cake, and he ate it. I prophesied that the elephant had been caged, but now the cage has been unlocked, and the elephant has been set free, and the confusion has ceased in the place where Jesus was received. He performed huge miracles, but at the places where he was rejected, he couldn't perform miracles. So he's saying that, you know what? Yeah, I'm performing miracles because the place where I am, yes, he's going to be doing all that. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. He then went on to place where kings are crowned and gold, and God told me to fetch sand from the place too. After gathering the sand, God then asked me to be patient. An angel of God gave me directions about the sand and told me the time is due. By December 9, we will know the true prophets of God, and it's after the election that you know what God did through me, he said during the sermon on Sunday, August 4. Well, let's see what is happening there. It's interesting, isn't it? Well. Listeners, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's enjoy this song, and when it ends, I'll be bringing you, or then I prepare the grounds for HRH Linda Pallien to join in. Stay tuned and don't you go away. This is from the Zongo Man. He's saying something that I need you to listen to. He says, be nice, be nice. Enjoy it.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor, and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice to your friends, be nice to your neighbors, be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Kokoti, 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 kokoti. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite against xenophobia, unite, hey, unite. Unite, unite, unite against hate and make the world a better place. Hey.
Okay, listen to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. It's now time for us to bring you Career 101 with HRH Linda Pallien, and today we are looking at preparation for interviews. Stay tuned and listen to her.
So it's your job to prepare adequately to then convince them that you're the one for that role.
Okay.
And lots of different things that to do to prepare for an interview. But I really want to give you, the listeners today, this one specific tangible aspects that you can implement today, and answer questions. It's interview questions, but it's all questions in general. So even if it's your promotion interview or your yearly review, how do you answer these questions to give you the best possible prospect of getting the job?
Okay. Okay. Listeners, Starr Radio UK, Career 101 with HRH Linda Pallien. And today we're looking at how to prepare for interview, and she's just giving you one specific item that you, if you implement that, you are in no way going to miss that opportunity. So let's listen to her. Now, what is that specific item that we can rely on?
So this specific item is called the Starr technique.
The Starr.
The Starr technique.
Mm-hmm.
And this technique is used when you're answering competency questions. And when we talk about competency questions, we're talking about questions that show how competent you are at a particular skill. So this might be leadership, teamwork, communication, dealing with conflict, resolving problems, etc. So competency questions would usually start with, they'll start something like, tell me about a time where you dealt with conflict or you worked in a team. This is common interview questions, and before I even tell you how to answer it, I want you to understand why you'll be asked that.
Okay, why was one be asked that question then?
Yeah, your interviewer wants to know that you've been in a situation before, that you can transfer that into the role that you're going to perform now. Okay, so if I ask you about a time where you've used your leadership skills, it's because you're going to use leadership skills in this role that you're applying for. So I want to be able to deduce that you've done that and you can use those transferable skills into this. So that's why you're asked competency questions. And without fail, regardless of what level of job you're going for, whether it's the CEO level or the bottom of the rank, you're still going to be asked those questions.
Okay.
So this is where the Starr technique comes in, STAR, Starr. And Starr stands for situation, task, action, results. S is for situation, T for task, A for action, R for result.
Okay. Situation, task, action, result.
Starr, situation, task, action, result.
Okay.
You want to use the Starr technique because, one, it paints a whole picture and it puts it into context when you're answering the questions. Because at interviews, you're nervous normally and naturally nervous. So when you're using a Starr technique to answer a question, you can give a cohesive, comprehensive answer, coherent story, and a full picture. Because normally we start in the middle and then we forget and we're like, well, what's the question again?
Yeah.
You start off answering the question and then you go off on a tangent and you don't even think that you've answered the question.
Yeah.
It's good for us. So that's one benefit of using the Starr. The second benefit is you can predict the questions that you're going to be asked in advance.
Okay.
And because you can predict these interview questions in advance, you can prepare for it. You can prepare it way in advance, and you can guarantee that you're going to be asked these competencies. If you're for a team leader position, you know that leadership is going to be one of the competencies they ask you about.
Yeah.
So the Starr technique, you would have prepared your leadership answer already. It allows you to be able to prepare different examples and showcase your skills. So now let's get to an example of how you would use that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we said Starr, situation, task, action, result. So in an interview for a team leader position for let's take McDonald's. I like using McDonald's. I think everybody can relate.
Yes. Everybody can relate to McDonald's. We're going to go eat McDonald's there, yeah? Okay. Yes.
Tell me a time where you've used a leadership position, or you've been in a leadership position and you've used leadership skills. So in the interview, the situation from the start will be, in my previous role as a team leader working in the shop, I did this and that. So the situation part of it is where you're painting the picture. in my previous role working with McDonald's as a team leader. Okay?
Yeah.
Then the task will be I had to manage a team of 5 people
Okay.
on a particular project. So on a particular shift, team leader, and I had to manage a team of 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to make sure that the shift ran as smoothly as possible.
Yeah.
So the situation paints the whole the general picture. The task tells you exactly the situation. So the task is a lot more specific. The situation is in this context.
Mm-hmm.
It's specific. And then your action will be what you specifically did as a team leader.
Okay.
So not what the team did, but what you
did. Mm-hmm.
You did. So again, in our example, in my previous experience as a team leader at McDonald's, I had to manage a team of 5 people on a particular shift where I was left in charge, or there was no supervisor, my manager was away.
Oh, okay. That's the action. Mm-hmm.
That's your task.
Yeah.
Your action was, I then delegated responsibilities to each employee and explained to them how this would help the smooth running of the operation or of the day. So specifically, your as a leader then would be the delegation of responsibilities, the overseeing the running of it, maybe the cashing up at the end of the day, the dealing with complaints, etc. But it's specific things you did as a leader. And then you want to explain to the interviewer your results. So at the end of the day, the shift ran smoothly. We were able to run the operation without problems. We resolved the customer's problems. We made X amount of money on this particular shift.
Okay.
You want a tangible result. Relate.
Wow.
Okay, so using the STAR technique, you're able to paint a picture, giving them the context, that what exactly the task was, what you specifically did, and then the result you got, the result of your action.
Interesting. Listen to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, with HRH Linda Pallien on Career 101. Today we're having a look at how to prepare for interview, and we are looking at the STAR technique that you have to use. The STAR technique that you have to use. Okay. Now, a question just came mind when you were giving us the pointers. Now, people want to actually paint a picture that maybe in actual sense might not have happened.
Okay.
And you have to paint it such that it's somehow somewhat real and interesting to catch your prospective employers. So do you think it is right in a way? If the people can cross-check, what happened to you then?
This is a great question. I just love the listeners for this. Ideally, you wouldn't be painting a picture that hasn't happened.
Okay.
You're allowed creative license to embellish to be able to get your point across.
Okay.
So, for example, in that, and this is a great question because we can learn from this. In that example we just gave about team leadership.
Yeah.
Have been the team leader. There may have been a manager there. They've gone to in terms of crisis.
Yeah.
But remember, you're the one going for the job, so you're not going to tell me about what your manager did. I want to know what you did.
You did.
So in that case, you can embellish a little bit and say, I was responsible for the running of the operations. Of course, if there was a fire, a caught on fire, whatever, you need to call your manager, etc.
Okay.
But you can embellish on that leadership skills, just show what you did or what you're capable of. But I definitely won't advise, and for the whole world to know I just isn't advising you to lie.
Yeah. Listeners, HRH Linda will never advise you to lie. You have to be as real and as truthful as much as you can. Whatever you do, that is up to you, though.
That's pretty right. Thank you for asking that.
Yeah. Okay, please go on with it.
Using the STAR technique, you can predict the questions, you can answer, you can also draw on a wide range of experiences. So you can talk about your previous experience, you can talk about if you don't have maybe practical experience, you can talk about experience managing your siblings at home.
Okay.
You can talk. Yeah, you can talk about your project work at university when you're working in a team. The point is to show the competency that it takes to be a leader.
Yeah.
Then that I've done it before in the exact same position and I can do it again. And so you can be as creative as you like in this. Another thing about the STAR, that's a really good point I wanted to make. Another good thing about using the STAR is that, again, as I said, you can prepare in advance, draw on a wide range of experiences. I think it's escaped me. It's going to come before the show.
Yes, definitely. Listeners, bear with her. Linda is a very, very busy person. She has to use the STAR. She has to use the STAR method to get that one. So don't worry, she's going to get it pretty soon. Listen to Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, Carrier 101 with HRH Linda Pallien, and she is bringing you the best way, how to prepare for an interview to make sure that when it comes to the competency questions, you are able to answer it perfectly without losing track of what you've said and asking, please, what's the question again? You don't want to do that. By listening to this program, you are able to do so. You want to know more about how she can help you in that front, please, at the end of the program, she's going to put in her contact details there. Make sure that you get in touch with her. I always say that in the abundance of water, it's only the fool who becomes thirsty. Make sure you take advantage of this program that we are bringing you. Over to you, Linda.
Awesome. So again, the STAR technique will help you in answering any question in general, especially competency questions, but it really just helps you to gather your thoughts together and to be able to think about it and give a comprehensive answer. I definitely recommend using it in interviews, practice before you go, and paint that picture. This is the point I was trying to make. Remember that when you're being asked a competency question, the interviewer doesn't really care about the situation. They care about what you actually did.
Yeah.
A lot of us get carried away with, and in this organization we had one manager and this happened, and they spend so much time on the situation, don't get to the point of what they actually did and the leadership skills that they use. And is that. So for example, and I'm glad I remembered this, make sure your STAR is 20%. I'm going to do percentages, but it's not
okay.
Your STAR should be 20% just to paint the picture, your situation.
Yeah, should be 20%.
Just paint the picture and give them some context, because you might have done other experiences. Which particular job you're talking about, or which particular experience you're talking about. Your task is about 10%. We're just saying what the context was and what I had to do. Your action should be about 80%. What you did specifically, even if it's teamwork, what you did specifically, your role in there. So even if it's organizational skills, did you use WhatsApp groups? Did you use a calendar? Did you send calendar invites? What you did specifically and the tools that you use. And then your results should be 20% as well. So focus on the action, what you did, and that's what's going to get you the job.
Okay. So more to do with the action. And how you got the task. You got the results that they need to get you on the job. Okay. Anything else, lady?
That's about it for now. If you want to know more on how to apply it, if you even want to practice your STAR technique, I'm going to allow you the grace to practice with me, and I can give you feedback on the STAR technique you prepared for one skill, and I'll give you feedback on what you could include and maybe how you can crystallize it so that you really paint a good picture and get the job. Do contact me directly. I'm open there, and I'll give you my details if that's okay. So I'm my cheerleader, Linda Pallien. You can find me on Facebook at my cheerleader. My cheerleader is one word, guys, one word. MyCheerLinda. My cheerleader. You can find me on my website, mycheerleader.com, LinkedIn, Linda Pallien, my cheerleader, Instagram, and YouTube as well. There's lots of helpful videos on YouTube on how to answer interview questions, what to expect, what's going to come up, how to do your CV. These are free resources, so definitely do take advantage of those. And of course, you can email me, office@mycheerleader.com.
Wow. Linda, let me say thank you very much for another brilliant time with you once again.
My pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Yes. She can be your cheerleader, as she said. So get in touch with her and she will do that. My cheerleader on Facebook and all the other platforms that she's giving you. Make sure you go there. Check up on her. Yeah, who knows? You'll see. She'll be cheering you all the way to the work and to the bank as well. So make sure you do so. Linda, let me say thank you very much once again, and you have a lovely week.
My pleasure, and you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Well, that is HRH Linda Pallien for you on this wonderful morning, Career 101, preparing for interview. So if you have any questions pertaining to that, use the contact details that we put across to get in touch with her, and she will advise you. Okay. Now, we were trying to see whether we could bring you some updates from the Cobra meeting, but there is massive fear in the Muslim community. Najabat Ramzan from the Jamia Masjid Al Madina Mosque in Middlesbrough says some Muslims are scared to get out following the violent protests at the weekend. Now, cars were set alight, missiles were thrown at police, and houses and cars had their windows smashed in towns on Sunday afternoon. Now, but information says that police say they are working tirelessly to identify people who took part in violent protests in UK towns and cities in recent days. If you were there, we will find you, South Yorkshire Police Lindsay Butterfield has said, describing the unrest in Rotterdam over the weekend as sickening. A hotel housing asylum seekers was targeted near the town on Sunday, with Prime Minister Keir Starmer describing the incident as far-right thuggery. Other violence unfolded in Middlesbrough, Liverpool, Belfast, and elsewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I bring the program to a close. But before we do that, let's look at the travels as well, whether there have been any updates. And I can tell you, still no updates from there. Everything seemed to be the way it is or was on the National Rail. We've got Northern Rail that's got minor delays, and ScotRail that is offering special services. So please check before you leave. On the other ground as well, as I did say, Bakerloo line has got part closures, and Land Rover ground part closures there as well. That aside, all the others are running a good service. So on that note, let me say it once again: good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today. Enjoy your day. And the Zongo man, I'll use his song to sign up once again. It says, be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone. Be nice. Okay? When that song ends, you don't hear from me. It's been me, Archie, saying have a top of the day. We'll catch up tomorrow. But until then, bye-bye for now.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood.
Brother, be nice.
Why can't you be nice? Hey, and kind. Be nice to your husband. Be nice to your wife. Be nice to your colleagues. Be nice to your mates. Be nice to your friends. Be nice to your neighbors. Be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Cocotte, 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 cocotte. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite against xenophobia, unite, hey, unite, unite.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Unite against hate and make the world.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.
Cocotte, 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 cocotte. Children, be nice, oh children. Children, be nice to your mates. Children, be nice to your friends. Children, be nice to your parents. Say goodbye to knives. Say goodbye to guns. Say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family. Don't give them headaches, stress and grief. Make them proud, proud of you. So be nice, hey, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone and make the world a better place. Be nice to your children, be nice to your employees, be nice to strangers, be nice to refugees, and be nice to yourself. Be nice, be nice, be nice to everyone and make the world a better place. And make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 yeah. And make the world a better place. Yeah, 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 yeah.